Hello and welcome back to episode 7 of this Blind Outer Wilds playthrough. As before, blind means no tutorials, no guides, no walkthroughs of any kind. Let's get right back into it. So I kind of want to go back to Dark Bramble because I think we're getting close to figuring out what we're supposed to do there. Like I had the sensor that I was using to follow the music, and we got up to that bramble pod that I saw on the back of Timber Hearth, and I remember running into it with my character, and I didn't take damage. So I think I'm supposed to go through that. So I think that's the first thing I'm going to try, is just going back through there using the same technique that we used before of just gliding through, following the music, and see if I can figure out what comes through there. I think that's what I'm supposed to do in Dark Bramble. What's that? I think that's the distress beacon. There's Dark Bramble. Let's go there. I should be safe in terms of falling into the sun, but we will find out. Alright, I can get out while it's doing that, so no longer touching the ground. Interesting. Okay. No, I am. Never mind. It's just some weirdness with the movement. We're all good there. Let's get back in. I want to land the ship somewhere that makes it easy for us to get into Dark Bramble. Right here seems like a good spot. Let's just sit down nice and easy. Right here. Right, control. Control is how you stop. Okay. Let's get our spacesuits. And let's go in. Okay, I think this way is the way I want to go. Over to this side. Right here. Yeah, right there. This large opening is where I want to go. We want to get out our music watcher. Fortunately, I'm not going the way I want to go, so let's find another opening. Let's try this one, because I missed the other one. Wow, I'm really not hitting it today. Yeah, never mind. We're okay, I think. Let's just sit her down nice and easy, right here. Looks like that just killed me. Oh, never mind. I think we're good. I think my internet connection is not great today. OBS is not super happy with me. We'll make the best of it, though. Seems like we've recovered somewhat. So I think let's follow we want to be going there, so let's just accelerate in that direction. But not too much. We don't want the fish to see us. OBS is really not happy with my internet, so I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem. Let's go down here. I need to realign a little bit. Straight through this middle one, right here. Okay, let's just let up on the gas and just coast. Okay, so we're back here again. So I think what I'm supposed to do is just go right into one of these bright spots. So let's lift up a little bit. This one. And let's just aim right at this. Let's try to go inside. Not sure if it'll let me, but we're gonna find out. Right in there. Okay, so I cannot go in there. Kind of weird. I feel like I could get close to it before without any issues. Okay, switch to my probe and let's shoot it in there again. Okay. So how do I get in there? They always end up in that same spot. There's trees in there. That's kind of interesting. Cause like the signal is coming from this pod. If I go around it to like here, it's this spot. So that's kind of weird. Like why am I not? What am I missing that would allow me to go in there? So the signal is not coming from anywhere else, I don't think. Oh, it's coming from there. Okay, well let's go there now. Oh, I think that's where I came from. Well, why don't we follow the scout signal and see where it takes us. It still says the signal is this way, so I think we're going the right way. Also, one second, I need to test something. The stream is not happy right now. Okay, the stream should be good now. I'm seeing green in OBS, so we should be good to go. So let's keep going. Okay, so we're at where the scout ended up. That's good. I'm finally able to get here. So what is this? What is this place? We need to slow down. Well, it appears to be a campsite of some kind. Okay. Someone's here. Talk to Feldspar. Okay, we found something good. We do need to be here. Feldspar says, "Whoa. Where'd you come from? No one's here in, well, ever actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say it's you. They made you an astronaut and you haven't blown yourself up yet. Good for you. We have 3 options here. Feldspar, you're alive. Whenever the bread is happening. Okay. Alright then. Yeah, that's right. I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, crashed violently. I wonder if these options are different. I'm gonna pick the second one. I haven't lived in polite society for a while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that wasn't sarcasm. My story goes like this. I've just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep, and I want to try my hand at Dark Bramble, seeing as no one had ever been before. Okay, so that's interesting. That means that, as far as the Hearthians are concerned, Dark Bramble has always existed, whereas it was new for the others, the Nomai. So maybe I was right initially about how the Nomai civilization existed a long time before, but it doesn't explain why all of their stuff is in such good condition. Like there's no dust outside of scratches, like it's been kind of frozen in time. Maybe that's just a limitation of the art, but we don't know. Anything could be important. Getting around in Dark Bramble was easy, mind you. Once you dodge one massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, you've dodged them all. That is true, I did notice that once you figured out how to get through it, there was not much to do. Now for a while I ran into this huge anglerfish. You've seen them, big gnarly things, and this was the biggest one I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, crash, blammo. On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside. And I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electric system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed at first. I found this skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Okay, so I'm about to ask, like, how are the trees here? Well, I guess they come prepared. I wonder if any of these options are different. I'm gonna pick the last one. Hey, you're not bad at yourself making it here in one piece. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire for a while. Or don't, fire's not going anywhere. Anything else you wanted? Okay, we have lots of options here. Let's pick I found something. Let's see if maybe he'll give some information for us. I found the anglerfish nest. Okay, so that's what that was, with all the red things. The red what looks like eggs. I found the anglerfish nest. That's where the blasted things come from, isn't it? Stars above. If I still had a working ship, I'd be sorely tempted to go show him what's what. I've never come across any kind of weapon in this game, so maybe he has one? Or they have one? Sigh. Probably best to leave him alone though, really. More trouble than it's worth to mess with anglerfish. Okay, I do want to tell him more stuff. Do we have fuel here? We do. Okay, cool. Pull up a marshmallow stick. Come to your tales of my exploits, have you? I found something. I found a dark bramble seed on Timberhearth. Yeah, that's the other thing we found. That's bad business, hatchling. A chart will tell you if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction. There used to be a 5th planet where Dark Bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and kept growing, growing, and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted real quick like, I suspect Timberhearth will be heading towards the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Okay, we still need to get information from all the rest of these options. Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you should know that space is weird here, intensely. Ever try throwing your scout into one of those weird seeds? See there, with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. I have indeed done that. Your scout tracker would tell you the scout is in 2 places at once. But I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right here. That seed looks small, see, but inside it's bigger. It's like the TARDIS. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this. My theory is space in Dark Bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. I guess that's why I couldn't go in, because like the seed had shrunken relative to me. Well, that's just my theory. Keep in mind while you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. So there's more stuff here to see. Let's keep talking to them. You reached the core of Giant Steep. How did you do it? Giant Steep's core, huh? Ah, that was a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? If I tell you how, it kind of feels like cheating. Okay, it'd be like that, I guess. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. This must be a hint of some kind. Assuming I remember it, maybe I'll piece together what that means. If I were you, I'd take a walk and see where it ends. You want to enter the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here, and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Okay, where is that? My scout is in there apparently. Oh, I don't want to go this way quite yet. I still need to talk to Feldspar. So there's a gravity crystal here, which is probably why I can walk around. More dialogue options. See, where's your ship? Not far from here, as a matter of fact. If you go straight past the tail of this anglerfish skeleton right here, you'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that and you'll find my own ship. What's left of it anyway. Right, so we did learn that from the previous dialogue option. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. As near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten the seed. And the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? This skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Okay, we have one more option. Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure, whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure, being the best that ever was. Been nice to have a break. Okay. So I think we want to do what they say, and go towards the tail end of the anglerfish, and find their old ship. So I need to... So this is like an infinite fuel reserve, I think. So let's do that. Let's go towards the tail, and let's find Feldspar's old ship. So I wonder if this can help us at all. Okay, that's the flashing light, so let's go towards that. Okay, there's the ship. Right, okay. Can I go in this ship? Let's put this away. Okay, it doesn't look like it. Looks like this is closed. So then the path starts here, is what Feldspar said. So I'm assuming I have to go through this opening. Don't see much in this direction. Let's use our scanner. Nothing on all 3 channels. Oh wait, no, we're picking up a signal now. Oh, that's Feldspar. Okay. That's where all the scouts. That's where Feldspar is. Okay. A little bit confused because they said the path starts here. Unless they're talking about this. Maybe I'm supposed to just follow this path. We might as well try it. This looks like where we want to be going. Okay. Something's changed. Let's just keep coasting this way. Let's see what we find. I wonder how long this path is. Oh, I've left. I'm now out in space. Okay, that's interesting. I think I haven't gone the right way though. So let's go back in. I'm pretty sure the red dot was the nest. So let's just head back in this direction. I need to reread what Feldspar said because I don't think I remembered quite what I was meant to do. I think we can always get more oxygen and more fuel at the campsite. So I can recoup some of the lost fuel. Okay, so I think I came out of that pod, so it's probably another direction is probably where the campsite up there. Okay. Let's head in that direction. Towards one of the scout signals. Into this pod. Okay, we're getting closer now. Alright, there's the anglerfish. Wait, so did I come out the wrong side? I was supposed to come out the tail end, I thought. Okay, that's kind of... Okay, never mind. Let's come down this way. Let's get ourselves some fuel. What did you say again? It was... Where's your ship, I think? Yeah. Right, but there's one other thing that I'm supposed to do. I think it's this option. That shows a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Take a walk and see where it ends. You want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton and look for a flickering light in the fog. Path starts there. So I think that, wait, did I do that? Did I go through the hollow vine? Because that just took me out of Dark Bramble. Let's do it again. We're looking for a big hollow vine. So we'll go this way. Towards the ship. Into the vine. So I think I'm not supposed to go out that way. I'm supposed to follow one of these paths. So if I follow this path, this way, is there anything here? Or is it just an ending? It's just an ending. So let's go this way. Along the hollow vine. I think I did this just now. I'm not doing this nearly as elegantly as I did before. But we're going fast. Oh, okay. This is different. Unless the game just didn't load the fog, which is possible, but perhaps unlikely. Okay, I'm walking along the vine. I definitely was not here before. Okay. Let's just keep following this path and let's see what we find. Huh. What is this? Play recording. Ship 4 entry. I'm gonna say not 1. Crashes 3. Boring crashes 0. Whoa ho, never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Balar, this thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish inside from getting zapped by electricity. I think that music means that the world is about to end. So I don't have that much time. Right, I'm going to go inside the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. Alright, what is this? Does it hurt me if I touch it? I'm still not quite sure how the health in this game works. Like, do I... Like, I'm not sure what my health meter is exactly. I seem to just take damage, and eventually I die. Well, let's go in, I guess. Oh, the sun's here. Can I hide in the jellyfish? I might not be able to. Okay, I'm inside. Will this save me? Oh, what's this? Note to Feldspar, do not eat this even if you're dying. Be too sad this was the last thing I ever ate in this life. At least the jellyfish are okay, never mind. Time does not stop when you're reading signs. Alright. Well, we know what to do now, so I'm just gonna do that path again, but without doing it twice. And read what the finish reading the jellyfish's sign. I think that's a good idea. Alright, we're back. Can I tell ground control? No, this is the same as before. Alright, wait, do I... When we read the sign first, I feel like that's an end of the road at the jellyfish, so we'll do that, we'll die, we'll come back, and then we'll tell ground control about Feldspar. Gotta make sure I have enough time, so we're gonna get a move on here. Okay, where is Dark Bramble? That's not it. That's not it. That's the disappearing moon. How's my altitude? Let's get a little bit more distance. Is it behind the sun? Oh, the moon's right here. Okay. Or is it behind one of these? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Let's go there. I really hope an object doesn't pass in front of me as I'm getting close. Okay, this is gonna be a close miss, but that's okay. We didn't hit it, and that's all that matters. Okay, let's set down right here. This seems like a good spot. Just guide ourselves towards a suitable landing spot. This should be good. Okay. I want to go off to the left there, so we'll exit facing the left so that I'm closer to the opening that I want to be at towards. Right there. Let's move over to the side and then just drift down towards the opening. Okay, now we need to find Feldspar's signal somewhere in here. There. Okay, let's accelerate in that direction. So what's interesting from talking to Feldspar is that I guess the anglerfish aren't native to here, because if they were, then they wouldn't eat the seed. Because they did, that would imply that they discovered this place and they set up shop here. Also, I haven't seen any anglerfish, like, at all since I figured out how to avoid them, which is kind of interesting in a way. Okay, hopefully we don't overshoot this one. Although there's infinite fuel back at Feldspar's camp, so we're fine. Or, for all intents and purposes, infinite. I don't think you can use up enough fuel in the short time you have before the sun blows up to run out, really. So let's let off the gas so we don't get any anglerfish coming our way. And okay, now we have to look for the signal again. There. I need to get some more altitude. I guess the altitude doesn't really exist in this space. There's no up really. There's just directions. Any direction could be up. Alright, let's accelerate towards the anglerfish. So I think my scout actually initially when I found the pod on the back of Timberhearth that it actually went here. I don't know of any other anglerfish skeletons inside of this place. Okay, there's the campsite. So let's refuel our stuff. Let's refuel this. You have anything new to say? Okay. I think there were some new options there, but I really still want to have time to visit. So let's with that jellyfish. So let's get a move on. Let's head towards the blinking lights. Past the ship. Into the vine. I think I went out that way. Now that goes outside of Dark Bramble. So we want to go this way. I guess I don't really need to use as much fuel as I am, considering this is mostly just a tunnel that I can kind of just bounce off of. Yeah, we can use no fuel, just heading this way. Okay. So now we just need to head in this direction until we get to a gravity zone up ahead. Right, so yeah, now we're affected by gravity. So I just need to walk this way. Get on the icy path over here. And end up back here. Where whoever left this sign tells us not to eat the jellyfish. Okay, what does this say? Note to Feldspar, do not eat this even if you're dying. It would be too sad if this was the last thing you ever ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat love Feldspar. So it's a note to themselves. Kind of underwhelming, to be honest, but that's okay. So what do I do with this jellyfish? I don't have any tools. What happens if I shoot the probe at it? Nothing. I have my other thing. I have this, which doesn't seem to help me all that much. Yeah, nothing. That's true. Okay, so they're both in about the same direction right now. So is there anything here besides this that's of interest to us? I wonder if we go back to see Feldspar, now that we've been to the jellyfish, if they have any new information for us. It's worth a shot. Maybe because Feldspar resets when the sun explodes, so we want to make it back there before that happens. So let's just walk back along this, go back into Dark Bramble, and see what Feldspar has to say. There's the ship. So then I'll turn my my scope back on. We're gonna head to Feldspar, who's in that direction. Back through the tail of the anglerfish. I wonder if, because there's a bramble pod here, I wonder if there's like a direct line to this place. Maybe if I shoot the probe through it, I can find it. Where does that go? It's heading up. To another... Okay, that goes in a loop. Interesting. What do you have to say? Lobe marshmallow stick. I found something. Maybe this one? I found the frozen jellyfish near your ship. That one. So the old thing is still there, is it? That's where I first camped out after the crash. You know, it was pretty cozy inside. It does lack the structural integrity of an indomitable spirit of a camp made in the shelter of the very bones of the species that tried to eat you, I suppose. Still very cozy. Okay, that's less informative than I was hoping, but that's fine. Okay, so we did read this one. So there isn't a portal directly to Feldspar, which is kind of unfortunate. It seems like if I shoot that in there, it's just going to come flying back this way. Should be arriving very soon. Yep, there it is. Okay. So what are we going to do about this with this information? I've used all the dialogue options, right? Right, we did read this. Okay, so I think we need to get to the core of Giant's Deep before Feldspar will tell us anything interesting. Okay. So I wonder if our next thing... So what does doze off do? What happens if I do that? Like, okay, I can roast the marshmallow. Put that away. If I doze off, what happens? I haven't done this before. Okay, so I can advance time using that. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what's the point of this feature. It must have a purpose, but I haven't found a great use for wanting time to go faster. Like, I haven't really wanted that. If anything, I've wanted time to go slower. But we do know the way out of here. It's this way. So let's do that. I wonder if we can take the ship back to Timberhearth and see if they have anything new to say. Assuming I still have time. Ow. Hit that a little hard. But directly this way, I believe, is the way out of Dark Bramble. So let's just accelerate in that direction. Down this vine path. And also through this one. Which should, if my memory is correct, take us to the surface of Dark Bramble. Yes, it does. So now I do want to find my... Slow down a little bit. I want to find my ship, which is somewhere. Okay, I didn't want to do that. Alright, where's my ship? It's gotta be here somewhere. Let's get up to the surface. I should be able to see it from up here. I'm really taking damage here. Okay, my scout is... That's probably Timberhearth back there. So I just need to find. Okay, ship's on the other side of the planet, so let's just head over there. Don't want to use up all my fuel just yet, because I still need to make it back there. So let's put ourselves in orbit. Let's maybe increase our orbit's height just a tad. Let's slow down. And then let's go in our ship and let's fly back to Timberhearth. Put this back. And let's take off. Let's go. Let's go back. Timberhearth. What's going on there? Let's abort autopilot. What is that? Oh, that's just brittle hollow disintegrating. Okay, we already know about that. Timberhearth's where we want to go. What are those yellow things in the sky? What is that? I don't think I've seen those before. Those blinking lights in the background. Unless those are more stars that are going supernova? Okay. I want to visit ground control. So I believe that's here. Yeah, that's the ground control village. So let's just set down right here, right back where we started. Like there's the launch pad. Okay. I don't need the spacesuit, so let's just get out here. And let's take the elevator down. Maybe maybe the Harthian down here has something new to say now that I've actually returned from a trip. I've just left. Did you not notice? Okay, I can't tell ground control through this one. Okay. Maybe the game isn't really designed for you to return from any voyages of any kind. What about you? Yeah, like I went and there's no options to say that you already went. Like they all behave like you never left. Except this one. This Harthian does notice when you leave. Okay, this one does too, but there's nothing to do here. What about you? Yeah, the game is really hinting that these are supposed to be one-way trips. I'm good, actually. Okay. What about you? Do you have anything to say? No? Okay. This is the tutorial on how to use the signal scope. So how am I supposed to inform ground control? Unless I'm not supposed to, that's just go space or stay here, but pick one or the other. Okay. Right. Let's go up to the observatory. Maybe somebody there has something different to say. This is the ghost matter tutorial, which I still don't know. I still don't know how to get around the ghost matter. That's the 0G cave. I think I need to be up here. Sun's getting massive. That's huge. Oh, and it's shrinking now. Okay, I'm out of time. Yeah, I think we're out of time. Sun is gonna go supernova imminently. I think I want to be over there. I guess technically, like, I retain my memories when after I die. So let's see. This is the Know My Statue tutorial. About this one. I found Feldspar. You found Feldspar and they're in Dark Bramble. Sorry, but this is wonderful news. Thank you for finding them. That Feldspar didn't immediately join on your ship and return was incredibly Feldspar of them. We're never entirely sure what Feldspar was thinking back then either. Still, we ought to fish them out of that dreadful place with all haste. I'll radio Gosen and have them prepare a ship. It really should be Gosen who brings Feldspar home. Again, thank you. You can hardly imagine how profoundly happy I am to hear they're alive and unharmed. Was there something else you needed? Okay, so we still have, I guess if we go to the core of Giant Street, we'll find Gabbro. So that's what we need to do next, I think. Okay, the end of the universe music is playing now. So I don't think I have time to do anything else. Where's the exit? Oh, this way. Can I see the sun from here? I don't have my jetpack. Get up to a high hill, I guess. Giant Steep looks a little different. That's just Dark Bramble behind it. Never mind. It looks the same as it always did. Let's get up here onto this observatory platform. So that's where the sun is coming up from. Can we watch the supernova? Okay. So that's what it looks like when it happens. Alright, there we go, and that's the end. Okay. I guess one thing I didn't do today was look at the ship's log, but I think we'll do that next time. I wonder if it matters if we tell... Maybe I have to find Gosan first, and then talk to the museum person, and then bring Feldspar back, all in different loops. And then we'll find out what's going on here. Do you have anything to say? No. Okay. Well, we're 5 minutes to the hour, and that's not really enough time to do anything else for today, so I think I'll end here. Thank you to everyone who watched live or is watching the recording later.